Where is it at?
Oh, it's on Google Play.
She says poetry on Google Play. Or she records that.
You're an idiot.
wait, so she so she records some poetry for people to hear online?
So she'd be like, the water red, the water blue.
Listen, man.
My feelings got me feeling locked down and blue.
Got some quality on there, right?
Wait, so you just
2 times.
wait? You pay for Swindon?
No, who pays for dating apps? You.
You
No.
pay for date nights?
No.
Yes.
No.
You such a liar.
No.
You paid for the one time of accident.
But I don't pay for doing it.
Yeah, right. Such a liar, man. Don't shut up.
So you just say you're getting social work pussy, teacher pussy, and nursing pussy?
Yeah.
That's quality pussy because they all nasty because they work hard.
And guess what?
Chicks that work hard
Is
got
that
good
a
pussy.
cookie?
Yes.
What kind of cookie?
The shine down make you high. You want some?
No, nigga, you trying to kill me?
Oh, ugly.
Can I get some?
No.
Why you talking to your weed buddies, huh?
Why can't I get some?
You got weed today? No.
No.
Whatever, I have some. You roll them. Yeah.
Chuck Daddy,
Yo, wash your hands, dogs, man.
Clint Westwood,
You need some.
West Hood, my bad, bro. Why so serious? I see you, Papa.
You want to clean up your weed crumbs?
No.
I'm sorry about that.
All right, come on.
Get a tissue
Oh,
or something.
we're early. Yeah, 10 minutes.
Oh, we want to moderate.
Okay.
Wait, so how was your weekend, Janelle?
It was
Was it weekend zaddy like?
the what?
Zaddy like? Zaddy like?
You said zaddy like?
It's zaddy like this.
Kind of.
Cool. What's the podcast name?
You want to mute that so we can?
Mix that?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go, man.
Does anybody want to go to Andrew's match on Saturday?
Who? What?
Ace Andrew?
He has a fight?
Yeah, he has a cruiserweight match
Where is it?
in the Close Avenue.
I might.
Oh, at Daro's. That's what that sounds like.
I might.
I won't be here this weekend.
Where you going?
Philadelphia.
What? For work?
No.
Gonna meet Jake Wan?
No. Yeah, I'll probably see Jay.
You go to Philadelphia for?
Oh, David.
You know, a Philly nigga, man.
It actually is not.
Daddy
No.
weekend.
So, no. That was disgusting. No. Lawrence Green.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So we all go. We just booked the Airbnb, and I just booked my bus ticket.
Who's going?
Me, Britt. Britt, Sean, and Lawrence will leave it tomorrow night because the service is Friday morning.
Is that what on
And then, yo, those that on the live feed, you have an iPhone, yo, try that group FaceTime shit. That shit is hard. It's mad fun. But yeah, that's why we were on the FaceTime because we was trying it out. And
Alright, so you
then
got your own
I go
camera,
down. Friday. I go down Friday after work.
No, it's not. You don't put it on camera mode.
And then
Smartphone, right?
it should be on green, no?
Should be on off, right?
It's on the camera.
It should be on camera?
Yeah.
Oh, so put it on camera.
Okay.
So anyway,
I'm gonna get the wires out.
What you call it? Yeah, I go after work Friday, and then Dre's gonna come at the either Friday night too or Saturday morning. But we'll all be down. But then we come back. We will be back Sunday. More afternoons. So I was not anticipating I'm going to feel good after I just came back.
oh, you know that tall women get like very, very offended when you call them a tranny?
Did that happen to you?
But why would you call a woman a tranny?
I didn't really call her a tranny
Yes, you did. Because
Yeah.
how else would she say that?
because she kind of was asking me questions, and then like she was like, "So what do you think of me?" When basically, she was I work with her, and like she was talking about heels. She's like, "Do you like heels?" I was like, "No, not." She's like, "Do you like heels on a woman?" I was like, "Not on a tall woman because they're really tall." Only time that a woman or a thing would put on heels is if they're a drag queen or a tranny. Because they're really tall. And she was like, "You called me a dude?" I was like, "No." I'm saying at first I thought you was a tranny. But you were a drag queen or something, but then after a while, like I realized you were
Is she
a woman.
cute?
Yeah.
But why would you think she's a...
Why would you think she's trying
Because she's tall.
She's
I mean, there's a lot of tall
6'4".
bitches out here.
Yeah, I know.
She's 6'4".
You like tall bitches?
Yes.
For real, you want somebody like hovering over
I
you?
don't care.
Okay.
Man,
She's mad, like she's taller than me. I'm telling you, like, let me show you.
Yo, I don't want to see her.
I do.
She's tall. Like she's
So what?
Can you put mine over yours? Thank you.
But she,
Look at that height.
She a big.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Let me see. Oh, now y'all want to see? Oh, come on.
I think she probably liked it, so she got offended. She too big for me. Like weight wise.
Oh, I'm about to, and Jill Scott wasn't?
Jill Scott wasn't as big as this one.
Oh.
On what?
She's a little Amazon.
But like she's like tall and then like wide.
Yeah.
She's Naya.
Yeah.
Naya's like that. She's tall.
I don't know why you think that she be.
Haha, got him.
She doesn't look like a trainee. I don't look like.
She look nothing like a tranny. By
And
the way.
she's tall.
You just dumb.
You really are dumb.
Whoa, you just dumb.
You really are dumb.
I'm looking at her like-
You're really that ignorant. You're not dumb. You're just ignorant.
Yo, she doesn't look like a trainee at all.
Not from far away distance. I'm like, yo, who's this
You
tall?
got a
ass
pen
nigga?
on you? My pen in my
No, I
bag.
don't carry. I do markers.
What? You have a marker on you then?
No.
So then you don't do nothing. Let me see.
Close.
Those that are watching on the live feed, talk to us. Have you missed us? We were gone last week.
Do you like tall women?
Or tall? Do you like short men? Like
No. Do you like tall women wearing heels?
I like that shit.
Me too.
But they.
More to
you
comment?
know what? I don't really like short men.
Have you ever seen a drag queen before?
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Random. it
Wow.
Don't. And how do they dress? And how do they?
Thank you.
They wear like heels, platforms.
is. Sometimes
Wow.
you
Yo,
shit.
regular women wear
Drag-
heels
No,
too,
but
man.
like drag niggas, yo, they wear heels better than I do. 'Cause I hate wearing heels.
Okay, but if you tall, you can't wear heels. Wow. Okay.
And you can't wear heels.
Wow.
Wait, so what about this girl? I'm sorry.
You
Oh.
think she's a drag queen?
No, I called her. And I basically like she was asking me like what I thought about her when I first met her. She's been
And
buying me.
you
She's
were
been bringing me
honest.
lunch every day this week.
Of course she was sucking dick.
Whoa.
Yeah. Huh?
She was sucking dick. If she buys you lunch every day this week, she wants to suck your
Nah,
dick.
Is that true?
she made us
You
lunch
buy
every
somebody
day.
lunch every day for 1 week. Does that mean you either want to eat them out or suck their dick?
Yes.
She made me spinach lasagna today.
She made you food?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, she
How do
wants
you always
something.
having bitches make you food?
Cause he's skinny, so I think he
Oh,
don't
yeah,
eat.
yeah,
like this nigga
Like
needs.
I'm hungry.
Yesterday she made me a cheeseburger. She made it separately. Like cheeseburger was in a foil paper. Like lettuce was in like another foil paper.
So you gonna fuck her?
I don't know. After that comment, like she told everybody, he just called me a tranny.
She still won't suck your dick. I bet you should bring food to you tomorrow.
If she bring food to you
I asked.
tomorrow,
Huh?
you ask.
I asked if she could.
What she said?
She was like, I'm not talking to you no more. And I was like, I'm gonna DM you tonight. Better answer.
And she felt like.
This nigga, I can't with this guy.
Talk to girls in DMs. Like,
There's plenty of people that talk in people's DMs.
No. One
What are you
time.
looking at me for? Why are you looking at me?
I'm just saying there are plenty of people that talk in people's DMs.
I mean,
you telling me you never slid in someone's DM?
I'm a nice nigga, of course.
I don't do that. That's wild.
Wait, sliding in someone's DM is wild?
Excuse me?
It's just too like, I'm not like that.
Excuse me.
So you would never,
Wow.
have you ever,
Wow.
first of all, you low-key slid in Nia Jackson's DM, so we're gonna call a spade a
Yes.
spade. It's just not yours, technically.
Exactly.
Yo, can we stop the
It's
show?
ours.
Can we stop the show?
I just wanna,
Yo, we be.
those that are watching on the
yo.
live feed,
Oh, you beautiful.
have you ever
I'm
slid in
yo,
someone's
you serious?
DM? Yes or no? And has it been successful for
Wait,
you?
so how did the beginning of that Zaddy conversation start?
Well, what are you talking about?
This shit happened to you, Big Booty Judy? Like, the fuck? Why you gonna act brand
What's
new?
zaddy conversation?
In the chat.
And the DM.
Which one?
That's sad. We got both
The
of them.
girl that you said that she found you on the Explorer page?
And she called you Zaddy and you went on with the shits?
He's uncomfortable. Yo, stop the show. Alright.
No, cause
He's uncomfortable, like.
But he should be uncomfortable.
He's wild uncomfortable. That's signal to change the subject.
But he shouldn't be uncomfortable. We are amongst friends.
nah, she was. I was like, yo, thank you for following me, and I said, we started having a conversation.
But she called you Zaddy.
It was a joke.
No, it wasn't.
How is Zaddy a joke?
Good question.
We were just going back and it was banter. It was friendly banter, nothing serious.
So you tell your friends Zaddy all the time?
I don't call my male friend Zaddy. When I call you
When
Zaddy,
I called you and I said Zaddy, how did you feel?
nigga, that was gay.
That was wild.
That was
gay.
wild gay, bro.
Wild gay.
I get enough wild gay niggas in my DMs, nigga.
Yo, I don't get gay niggas in my DMs. I don't get nothing.
Wait,
but-
you don't get gay niggas in your DM?
No, I don't. I
Do you get
nothing.
anyone in your DM?
No, I do
Do you
not.
slide in people's DM?
No, I really do not. Like, people, like.
So how'd you end up getting like
Yeah, social
work pussy?
Social worker pussy. Oh, it's all Tinder?
Or teacher pussy?
This is all your Tinder?
Listen, we not having this conversation.
Oh, now everybody wants to be uncomfortable.
Nigga, you stuck on your DM. My nigga, you have like 10. You have like 20 unread DMs.
Exactly.
Let's not talk about that.
We are not talking about my.
You nasty. You the nasty
How am
nasty.
I nasty?
Yo, every nigga with a beard, son. Hi, she be like dance on their beard.
I definitely don't. I definitely.
Yo.
Is
son,
that me? No.
You watching that Mrblacc interview? Oh my god, you're so funny. Yes. I was like, this nigga had a beard and dreads. Combo, B.
No, I actually don't like guys who dress like that. I don't.
He was mad smooth with it. Yeah, sure.
His voice is mad deep.
Yeah. Smooth.
That's not because of me though.
You started?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
So you just pressed it.
I've been pressed it.
You just pressed it.
I've been pressed it.
He just pressed it.
No, I've been it's been recorded.
Okay, we'll start. So, can we start the show?
Sure. I wonder what everyone was saying and look in the comments before we start. I'm actually interested in seeing what people were saying.
People was laughing. Get right to it. Rest in peace. Clip. West Hood. I love black women. Only black women. Not random. Like he's not aggressive.
Yeah, I know somebody that's like that too.
You the same way.
Actually.
I mean, listen.
Can we start the show and then we could do this throughout
As
the
I'm getting older, I realize that I might bend the rules. All right.
Oh, so there's
What's
growth.
you Mouse Jones now?
No. If I'm going outside my race, that could be Spanish.
That's not really outside of your race.
Oh, that's the first I'll go.
So then you're not really going far.
I am. They could be that. They could be
You
that.
share an island.
They could be that
with
Puerto
Spanish
Rican
people.
Spanish, like they look mad white.
It could be Spaniard.
Yeah. That's the furthest I'll go. The furthest. And maybe Indian.
Why maybe Indian?
Like so Punjabi and
Because they
MC.
brown?
Yeah, that's what it is. Like especially the dark brown ones. Oh man, look like cinnamon. Mm-mm.
So you telling me you went to a white lady, a white woman that's from South Africa?
Yo, you got the original people, all right?
It's true, B.
You got the original people.
I
Y'all
just
all-
asked the
You
question.
stole the land
I
from
just
them.
asked the
Yeah,
question.
stole land
I just
from
asked
them.
the question.
You stole land, my nigga.
I just asked the question.
You're the original
I just
people.
wanted to know.
I would, but we.
Nigga said, but me, I would.
No. Like Okay, I also sleep with a Native American.
You can't find
Okay,
those like that.
Pocahontas.
What's happening?
You can't find those like that though.
You can.
Yes, you can. You go to like Utah or something.
Yeah.
Well, I don't see how many.
We going to Utah?
Not too many black people in Utah.
Wouldn't it be cool to do the podcast like in a different city? Like just randomly?
Like Louisiana.
Like, I love, y'all already know I love
You
New
should go to
Orleans.
Chicago. Do a Chicago hotel. Or Miami.
You took it there. Well, Miami would be dope.
Yeah, okay.
South Beach, a South Beach episode.
Yeah.
You go to Cali.
I don't want to really go to Cali.
I mean, like, if we go to Miami, I already got the Miami Vice Jabba logo, so.
We can use that. We do a Miami episode. Do 1 week in Miami.
Yeah.
This is something with Miami.
Yeah, but we'll
Okay.
talk about that later. All right.
2019. Leo, can you cut me out, please?
1, 2, 3.
Welcome, fellow jobbers, to another phenomenal. We're coming to the last 2018 episode of the Jobbateers podcast. As always, I am Janelle from HR here with Sir Wilkins and Mr. Black. We want to thank everyone that is watching on the live feed. Welcome back. We did take a week hiatus, just get ourselves together because we are about 3 episodes away from ending 2018.
Welcome back.
And then also, happy belated birthday to Sir Wilkins. His birthday was last week. As well, so always want to give love. What did you do for your birthday?
Oh, it was you on Saturday.
I know, but yo, that party was so much fun. It was Friday. That party was so much fun. I was mad I left. Like,
We should go back again.
if you haven't been to Lot 45 in Bushwick, please
We should
do.
go
Friday
again.
nights, it was dope. It was like a 90s, 2000s party. It was.
You wanna go next month?
I felt age appropriate. Yeah.
Can I come?
Yeah, you're always invited. You just decide not to come.
No one's about lot 49. Nobody.
Lot 45.
Same thing.
No.
No, lot 40 is the clothing brand.
Same thing.
It's not the same.
Not the
They
same.
both have 4s.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
All right. So once again,
Oh,
thank
my
you.
son Guns. Shout out my son White Air. Okay. My son Ronaldo. Okay.
This guy, he's super excited. So those that are watching on the live feed, thanks for always tuning in. If you haven't already, we actually have hit 400 subscribers on YouTube. It is an accomplishment that, honestly, myself, I didn't think we were going to reach. So it's really impressive that we've reached this. Our goal was actually 500, like we doubled it before the end of the year. So guys, tell a friend and tell a friend. If we could get to 500 subscribers before the end of 2018, I think it'd be a very, very good lead up to what's to come for 2019. And then also, before we do get started, I do want to acknowledge the fact that we have hit our 1-year anniversary. It's something it suddenly happened. It wasn't something that we made a big deal about. It was on Sir Wilkins' birthday a year ago to the date. Yeah, it wasn't until I saw the picture on Facebook that we took. A year ago, we did our pilot
Where's that
episode.
pilot? It's somewhere in my phone.
In the archives. We recorded it at Legends. It was just the 3 of us. The
It's on your
people
homegirl's
for-
page, right?
It is?
Yeah.
He don't even know.
How does he have it on his homegirl's page?
That's questionable.
What?
But anyway, once again, I do want to always acknowledge those that have been with us on this journey for the last 365 plus days. It's been a phenomenal journey. It has its highs and lows. But as I always said, it couldn't be done without you guys as viewers and as friends and as family members of the podcast. We do appreciate and love your support, so please continue to support. We only hope that the next 365 days is even bigger and better, and that's always obnoxious and nasty. But
Why is it nasty?
because it's a nasty nigga.
Oh, yes.
You know what? I can bring back the intro.
Oh well, you should do it for the last episode of the year.
You haven't done it in a while.
I know.
A long time.
Yeah.
Pussy.
He got tired of it. He got tired of it. He was like, that's OG. Don't violate him like that. You not pussy, I promise.
What?
What?
This
Just
is
saying.
We'll bring it back for the last of the year.
Yeah, alright. So let's start off with the hot take of the week. We're gonna go behind the roller's position, and I got a little bit of a problem with this. Because everybody knows how I feel about Dean Ambrose. But We have come to a debatable question: is Dean Ambrose overrated? And Sir Wilkins believes that comment, and I do not. But as again, I'm probably really biased because I really like Dean Ambrose. But explain yourself. You have 2 minutes on the floor.
What has he done?
What has he done?
Every one of his title reigns have been boring.
But
No. I have about 2 minutes.
But is that his fault?
Every one of his titles, grab the brass ring. That's what Vince says.
I mean,
grab the brass ring.
I can name a list of people whose title runs was just like blah.
And then now he's the heel. He hasn't even done it. He came out looking like Bane because of City
but
State.
first of all, don't front like that jacket was not hot.
The visual was nice, but he ain't do nothing with it. And then 2 weeks before, he was like the white bleeding gums Murphy from The Simpsons.
Now the only thing
acting like an homo in front of garbage can
the
with
thing
fire.
I didn't like was the whole doctor thing. I was like, that's weird.
This shit was whack.
That shit was weird. The Bane shit was hard. I'm sorry, you can't tell me.
No, it wasn't.
I thought it was.
No, it wasn't.
I thought it was.
He's corny.
He's not that corny.
He's corny.
But
He's
corny
lackluster.
Well, there's a lot of lackluster individuals. But what are your thoughts?
Shout out to Elijah. We was talking about this. I think that we both made conclusion that he's just properly rated, and I feel like him being he's rated just right. Because I feel like it's more the fan base that's hyping him up. Because now let's really break it down. Dean, I realize he's good in short segments. In long segments, he seems to get drawn out and become disinterested very fast. Because when you're on Smackdown, it was less of time, and he's always good when he's paired with somebody.
So you're saying he has ADHD?
I think so. And honestly, when he was with James Ellsworth, the whole little three-way triangle is he has something to play off of. He's good when it's like him in a larger group. And because SmackDown was a shorter show,
So he's not a star then?
he is a star.
No, he's not.
Everyone's a star in their own right. Don't do that.
He's not a superstar.
I mean, what we're not gonna do is we're not gonna shit on the person that was the first member of the show to be the Triple Crown champion. Like, we're just not gonna do this. We're just not gonna do this.
But let me finish.
Like,
I just feel like how like the Emerald is just like he doesn't have like he's better in short bursts instead of long. He's not good in long promos. He's not good when it comes to like when they do a lot of length time. He's boring. When it takes from the beginning of the show to the end of the show, he gets corny and like he's very like he's white boy funny. So a lot of the jokes he does, a white boy will laugh. Him coming with the hot dog, yeah, throw hot dogs, everybody put ketchup. Nigga, that's white boy funny. Him coming out as Bane, put a mask on and said, the city stinks. White boy funny. He probably make dick jokes all the time. He's white boy funny.
he's not Randy.
He is white boy
Not
funny.
Randy.
So this is why that he's not appealing to the masses.
He's not a superstar, that's what it is. He's a star. He's a WWE star.
So my question to you
Not
is
a
that,
superstar.
so because it's funny, we spoke about this episodes ago, and then one
That's a
laughing.
lot to say. ADHD.
We spoke about this weeks ago. The whole idea of what creates, like, what's that it factor?
He doesn't have it.
And so Dean Ambrose does not have charisma.
No. Not enough to be a superstar.
Not enough.
Yes, he
In
has.
short segments, yes.
He does. He's not a superstar.
In short segments, he's better because I don't know. I feel like he gets lazy. Like
What I
feel
will
like it's
say-
ADHD, yeah.
What I will say is
He's like Klay Thompson.
Dean,
He's a Klay Thompson of the Shield.
but the thing is that
He's the third option.
What Dean's not issue, but what Dean like whole package is that he's very it's like this. So it's like when he's paired against someone like that he has really good chemistry with, and I feel like that's anyone, that then it'll be taken to a whole nother level. Like I think the slow build-ups to him and stuff, I think it's an interesting way of going about it. Do I think it's a hit or miss? Yes, but and it's not always gonna hit everybody. And I think Dean's main problem is that he's not gonna always be marketable to a large portion of fans, which is not a bad thing or a good thing. It's just that's just what it is.
He's white boy funny.
He's not a superstar.
He has white boy swag.
He's not a superstar. He's
So
Klay Thompson.
the question to you before we do move on, who top 3 superstars on
Currently.
either brand right now?
Right now, that's not a champion.
Correct.
Drew McIntyre,
Okay.
The Miz,
Okay.
and let me get one more person. As much as it's strange to say, it's AJ Styles. And
AJ don't count.
AJ don't count. Samoa Joe.
Okay.
Me, The Miz also, Adronis.
CM. Okay.
Like I feel like he definitely has the whole package, the manager, everything like that. And another person I feel like who has it, but has not really like give us a little bit more time, Sonya Deville. I feel like she's getting a lot better on the mic, she's getting more comfortable. But one person who will be a star on the mic is Mandy Rose. And she's also getting better too in the ring. Like them two, something to watch for in the future.
All right.
If she doesn't work out, she goes to go to Brazzers.
What the fuck is that?
It's porn.
Porn?
It's a porn
Porn.
website.
Oh, it's a porn website. Oh.
True.
Oh.
You don't watch porn?
Why watch when I can
You
do
never
it?
watched porn?
I didn't say never, but I was just like, if I had to choose.
Leo, why you get shot when niggas are
I'd
not
rather-
nasty as you? People like, you never ate butt?
Yeah, like I'm sorry, I'm not on the
sorry.
train ride going home watching porn. Like that's just not my alternative mode.
Son, I'm watching old episodes. He said that, yo, this bum on the train wanted to beat his meat, and he got jealous because he couldn't
He couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Cause he couldn't do it. He felt left out.
I saw a dude watching porn once.
On the train.
Did it make you feel
Yeah.
awkward?
Yeah, I guess he downloaded this shit, and I looked to the left and it was like, are you heard? And I was like, oh,
That's wild.
this nigga
Awkward.
nasty. Cause it was empty. It was like one of those 3 a.m. train rides. Like,
Why were you so close to him?
no, you heard it.
Oh.
Then I was like, yo, this nigga's dead ass watching. He just like this. I was like, this nigga watching.
Wait, well maybe it was what kept him up if it was like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. I mean,
Or he was like preparing himself
Wow.
for when he arrived.
no, you just be drinking. I'll just be drinking.
You just be drinking and watching porn?
No, before I arrive.
That's an aphrodisiac.
Yeah.
You don't know what the fuck
means?
that means.
Yeah, I drink something so my dick don't get that. I mean, so my dick don't like I don't come too quick. For me to like not come too quick, I just get myself drunk. So like that night that I left the bar, I forgot which it was either Survivor Series or the one before that. I had got myself drunk to go back to her. So like, oh, it was both nights. I got myself.
So you only have sex when you're drunk?
with her?
Yes.
No, like with anybody.
So wait, you just have to be drunk to have sex?
No, not to have sex till like last hours.
Trying to
Oh.
get that henny dick.
So, okay, so if you don't drink and you're so sober dick, you come fast.
Like 3-5 minutes.
Oh. All right.
That's a
Well.
bad diet then.
All right.
That's not diet, my nigga.
That's not diet.
That's not
That
diet,
shit
G. That's
No,
That's
boy,
just
but
what
I
it
don't
is.
understand. Like,
All right. So we're gonna move right on, move right past
You don't-
Leo's
Wait,
dick.
so what's your diet then?
listen, I drink a lot of water, mad fruits and
So I'm
stuff.
telling you, so you last like 45 minutes to an hour?
Listen, there's something called weed dip. Like when I
So you're intoxicated, my
So,
nigga.
yeah, so
You're
I'm
intoxicated.
so sober dick, how long can you go?
Oh, I'm nasty for hours.
And then,
You're a lie, that's a lie. That's a lie. You a liar, nigga. You a liar. You a liar. And the
Why
pussy's
you
trash.
lying?
You was a liar. I know
right,
you.
because I heard like, so like,
Trash,
do
dude.
guys come faster when the box is really good?
No, every bitch got the same boss, man.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm tired of this bullshit. Like, this, like I got good
I'm
pussy.
just asking.
90% of pussy is the same shit. So,
I'm just asking. I'm asking for a friend.
some of them is better than the other ones.
Yeah, that's
I'm
it.
tired of this whole bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I got good pussy.
Tell him why you mad.
No, bitch, you don't got good
Tell him why
pussy.
you mad.
It's the same.
It's the same shit, nigga.
But some of them just feel a little bit more wet than some of them.
Yeah, it's only the wetness.
Yeah, some of them a little bit more tight.
Okay, so in
It's
all
always
honesty,
more looser.
Yeah.
we know you know.
But go ahead. Oh,
It's the same thing,
No,
son.
I'm saying all honesty then, sober, how long can you go?
A solid 45 minutes.
You lying. You a liar. You a liar because you're not in shape at all.
This
And you
nigga
have
can-
breathing issues.
This nigga
You be having asthma, my nigga. You ain't lied through 45 minutes. You didn't even lie through the match that we had, my nigga. You blew up, nigga.
No, I separated my shoulder.
No, nigga, you were tired, nigga. You a liar.
Yo, side note, when Sid threw up that X, I just wasn't sure if that was a part of the damn storyline or not. I was so
You a liar, nigga. You a liar.
Oh, well, you don't
You
really
lie.
You don't really have
How am I lying?
sex.
How am I lying?
You go 45
45 minutes for one night.
Yes.
You's a liar. You's a liar.
I need proof. And now
Nigga, I didn't get proof. Like, you gonna sit
somebody
there?
else.
You know what? He's on a blue chew. That's what the fucking problem is. They talk about lasting 45 minutes. Nigga, shut up, nigga.
I'm
You're
just
a
saying.
liar, son.
I think that's very interesting. But all right, let's move on.
How long do you last?
Son,
He don't really.
I don't need that
he don't
shit,
drink or
son.
anything.
How long do you last?
Solid 30. That's if I want to.
Think I said I want to.
Because sometimes you get bored. You're like, alright, it's time to finish this. Or you fake it and roll over.
Oh wow.
Yeah, my technique is to go to sleep. I just go to sleep.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking go to sleep.
Because of fucking.
Like each time, like she said, like I always just woke up in the morning. I never knew if I came or not. Like each time after I fucked.
Wow. So you just have no record. That's.
So hold up. So you fall asleep inside?
I just wake up and I'm like right next to her. Like she just positions me.
What? Like you're a baby.
So hold on, when you bust your nut, you pass
just roll
out.
over?
You just like,
Yo, that would scare the fuck out of me. Like,
You
that would scare the shit out of me. Like, if someone
You definitely have a
was
very bad
smashing,
diet. Your
and
diet
then
is terrible.
if somebody
you
was
are
smashing,
trash for that.
and then you
Yo,
fall
Your diet
asleep,
is terrible.
How
You
is
terrible diet. Nah, B.
Yo, you are trash. You fall asleep.
You trash.
You fall asleep as soon as you nut.
Yeah.
You trash.
You trash.
No, hold on. You don't at least pull out and go, alright, cool. And then lay yourself down. You trash. So you go like this, oh.
that's how I see it. I'm like, oh my god.
So she got
Like, I want to know if you were having a heart attack or whatever.
Yo, you wild. You wild, bro. Yo, he said that she has to position him. She has to position
Like,
him.
nigga, you the type of nigga that now she gotta worry about if you breathing. Like, she gotta put her nose under her finger under your nose.
Nah, she
So
said the
can
first
see.
time she was in shoe, but like the second.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what the fuck?
She thought you died the first time.
Because I was drunk, so she thought I was like.
Yo, like, you would have to watch your chest
So you
rise.
only sex when
Like,
you
that shit
drunk.
is wild.
Yeah, that's how I last longer. Like if I really like him and get drunk.
Wow, that's pretty.
That's
backwards.
sad, B.
Pretty backwards.
I remember I used to mess with this girl back in the day, and she told me, she's like, yo, you're the first guy I really had sober sex with. I heard that one you told me too,
I said,
yeah.
look at her like, what?
I heard that one before too, yeah. She said that every other guy before me, she was always drunk.
Which pussy was this?
Oh, this was, she was a secretary.
Secretary pussy.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I really feel like we are paid in full now. Like,
Oh, I finally seen Paid in Full, and I don't want to.
what did you think?
He don't like black people.
Yeah,
so
he
what's
does
that?
cool.
It was alright. It was.
See, yeah, of course.
It didn't rile me. It was like.
Of course.
It made no sense why like.
Why? Explain why it make no sense.
So alright, so was Mitch? They took or the ICE took Mitch's son just because Mitch
Mitch's
The brother.
brother whatever. I found that out at work because they
Wow.
they explained it to me.
So you don't pay attention?
No.
He has ADHD just like Dean
Yeah,
Ambrose.
go ahead.
So Ice got mad because Mitch like battered him up and he took his son and cut his finger and shit and ransomed him.
It was his brother.
Yeah, his brother.
Which was his nephew, nigga.
Yeah, his nephew.
So what's the issue?
So
Where are you confused?
I was like, so then what is it? Rico shoots Mitch in the thing, and then what is it? I don't know the other guy's name. I forgot. Ace just sets up Rico, and he doesn't say why he sets up Rico.
My nigga, he killed
Why
his
would you
best friend.
ever say
Why
why
did
I
you
said you up?
Because
Jealous ones envy,
Exactly.
my nigga.
It
Like,
came back to him.
it is some typical hood shit.
It came back to him. He said,
You
"I
weren't
ain't
paying attention.
You don't pay attention
At all.
you weren't watching the movie at all.
At all.
And the fact that Mitch uncle took his brother because he was jealous because he felt that Mitch was flossing.
Because he
And-
had more money,
Yeah.
he wasn't giving the uncle money,
Yeah.
and the uncle was low-key probably a crackhead, so he needed
And
money.
Mitch gave him some
He was giving him
some
money.
packs.
But he wanted more.
But he
Yeah.
more.
And after that, he said, yo, bro, I gave you pack, which then you smoked it. That's why he was hating on him because Ace put him on to something more than making that cheddar.
So the whole point of the movie is about jealousy and greed.
Jealous one, still envy.
Yeah, because that's the whole point of the movie. As you can see, multiple parts. How that Ace was trying to prevent jealousy from happening in the hood because that's how you put people on.
Exactly.
And this classic line, he always said, everybody eats, B.
Exactly.
So everybody eats, but then his sisters boyfriend, ex-boyfriend Calvin got jealous because he had more money. He wasn't making money. It's all about jealousy. And in fact, now do you understand?
And then Calvin shoots him and everything.
Yeah, exactly. My nigga, stop skipping through shit.
Yeah, just watch.
I fell asleep through it, and then I woke up.
Okay.
Did you jerk off before?
You jerked off to pay them full?
Next subject.
Alright, so.
You know what he was jerked off to?
What?
When Kim was having sex.
No.
When he was doing the Dougie?
When he recorded it in that video and everything.
So you paused that part and jerked off?
Nah. I jerked it before that.
Wow.
Alright.
I didn't know that was coming up.
So we're
I
just
felt
gonna
bad,
press pause on the nasty shit going on in Leo's.
Wait.
And-
You felt bad if you rewind it and watch that part to jerk off.
No. I paused it and then I played 2K19 and then I built. I gotta build up some more. So then I went and I jerked off.
To that scene.
So no, to porn.
Okay,
so
cool
I
story.
feel like I'm in that scene.
Yeah, now you reliving painful. Great. Alright. So, those who are watching, are you ready for some football? Those that do not know that the re-emergence of the XFL is happening. It is coming to what? Oh, you want this? Up here. Nigga, it's been doing this since the beginning of the damn episode. But anyway, so today, which in real time is Wednesday, but in YouTube land, it's gonna be Wednesday. They hosted a press conference at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey to announce the 8 cities that will be hosting the inaugural season of the XFL in 2020. So the weekend after Super Bowl 54, which is being hosted in Miami, the XFL season will start and it will be in the following cities. So here in New York, New Jersey at MetLife, Dallas, Texas, Houston, Texas, Los Angeles, St. Louis, Seattle, and Tampa Bay and Washington, D.C. So those are the 8 cities that will begin the 2020 season of the XFL. And XFL Commissioner and CEO Oliver Mrblacc, who actually, I had to look up who he was. I was like, I don't know who the fuck this nigga is. He actually was a quarterback for West Virginia and played for the Houston Oilers before they were the Tennessee Titans. So, back in the 80s. So, he ended the press conference saying that the XFL will be fast-paced, affordable, family-friendly, interactive, and as technical advanced as possible. And he said the XFL is being built for fans and built to last. So I don't know if this was a Ford commercial or if it was just the real deal. But I don't know about you guys, but I am super excited about the XFL. I love football. It's definitely coming off its beginning right after technically NFL season ends. So that whole missing that football component people will still have come 2020. So what are the pros and cons you see of XFL coming back?
There's no pros. I mean, there's no cons. It's just like the big 3. Now we live in a world where like many different forms of the same sport could coexist side by side, but nobody has a problem. Now this could be also like that's similar to what the NFL, I mean the NBA is doing. They have a lot of like high school students. Now they have a way to go to the D League and get money and be able to be league ready. Now there could be like a farm system for the NFL. Everyone eats. Now, look at that quarterback that was the star quarterback for the New York Hitmen. Oh, he's good. This, that, and third. Now
keeping the same names.
I don't think so. I don't know. They said in the coming weeks they'll have logos, they have team names coming out, and those I guess representing each team. They started hiring processes. Yeah. So if you look on XFL, I think XFL.com, you can start applying.
That's so much to do, but yeah, that's it. They said him, man, just for argument's sake, he's a good quarterback, this, that, and third, blah, blah, blah. He's fine. All right, let's bring him in for a tryout. And now this man is able to triple his salary because they saw him on a platform that doesn't cost NFL no money. Guys say to test out these talents. They may have a working deal, be like, you know what? We're gonna give you this player, this player, this player, because since we took this player. On some, all right, cool, we can work together. Everyone eats, they get some money back. It could be like a nice farming system. The con is it can all go bad, and the XFL can never come back. And now
it'll always come back.
But
I feel like Vince will make sure of it.
I don't think so, but it all goes back, and after that, Vince loses tons of money. But other than that, there's only a lot of pros in this.
All right, I will ask you your thoughts because I find it interesting. I'm not too sure.
You're talking about the lead wrestling promotion.
Getting with what?
Lead wrestling promotion. Oh, so you're just
Oh, Bucks and them?
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, I'd rather talk about it when I have more details on it, to be honest with you. But, because everyone knows, but no one knows. But, I find it interesting. I'm not sure of, like, when Vince did the XFL previously, who was, like, behind the scenes.
Oh, it was him and the guy from
like
NBC. They used to run Saturday Night. They used to run NBC.
But I find it more interesting that the guy that is kind of being the commissioner, like, it's a football guy, because we always talk about, even with wrestling promotions, like, when people start wrestling promotions, like, and it's not someone in the wrestling business, it never really works out too well. So, what are your thoughts on them actually getting a well, knowledgeable football guy to be behind XFL this time?
It makes sense. Because, like you said, the dude that who was like partnered with Vince before was an NBC dude, and I think their vision before was more entertainment. That's why they had the names. They try to cross promote with WWE. You had The Rock like doing like the starting the games and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, halftime and shit.
Yeah, they had like skits with fucking coachmen and like cheerleaders. So it was more entertainment on a WWE level. I think bringing this guy on, you keep the entertainment a little bit there because everything's about entertainment and about people feeling some type of way, people getting engaged in the shit, but it's more about the sports now. Mm-hmm. And it kind of legitimizes the whole brand. Oh, you have a former player running the whole event. And you have business, like Vince, you can see what you want to say about Vince, he has a business mindset. Very strong business mindset. He may be disconnected a little bit from the WWE, from the wrestling world, current wrestling world, but at the same time, WWE is making mad bread. So you have the business mindset, and he knows what he did wrong the last time. Okay, let's bring a football guy in. This legitimizes the whole XFL experience, and it comes at the right time too. Mm-hmm. Because like they said, there are some people's like, yo, fuck, football's over.
I just said that this weekend when I was in Chicago and I was watching the Giants beat that ass in overtime.
The Eagles won though, so we care about.
Whatever. Yo, Eagles. Actually, I'm involved in a bet for the Eagles game next week against the Cowboys. So I'm going to need the Eagles to win on that one.
Who you betting against?
But
Homeboy? Okay.
Long story short, there's a bet going on. So
I'm just trying to win my football league.
But it was something I mentioned. I realized watching the game Sunday, I was like, shit, football season's almost over. Like,
yeah,
I had that moment of like,
and that's what it is. And it's a lot of things that you said. You have the it gives people more chances. Like the beauty about our generation and generation after us is that people have more opportunities.
Yep.
When it comes to a lot of things, like former players like who couldn't make it to the league, you can get a legit job. I don't know how much they're gonna be paying, but if a motherfucker's paying like 80K, 100K, play some football for a couple months out the year, I'll take it because I wasn't making no money before.
Right.
So you know what I mean? This is there's the growth is here, and they made their mistakes before, so learn from the mistakes. Right. And a lot of the good stuff that they did, the NFL took it.
Yep.
Yeah.
The sky cam.
All that, a lot of it took like the way the camera,
the angles. And I've always said this, WWE, their production team is on a whole nother level. It's always been so precise, so innovative.
I didn't appreciate it, and this is no knock towards the All In event, but watching All In and then watching a WWE event was night and day.
Yeah, it is.
That production, and Cody knows it. Cody even said it like when he was like promoting All In, he's like, I never did this before. I'm learning about production and shit like that. Mm-hmm. Like, as much shit as we talk about WWE, presentation-wise,
shit is on another
and the thing about it, it's not just now. Since we were a kid,
forever.
Production-wise has been, and it's always got
shit on like the production trucks in the back. It's like, no, the bitches was cooking.
Yeah, the niggas is cooking out there, and you know who's kind of stepping it up a little bit? Impact.
Yes.
Because when I went to the event,
not with that small ass ring.
But the thing about when I went to the event, I was like, this shit is this small.
I didn't know it was that.
But on TV, it looks huge.
Yeah, whatever lens they're using is phenomenal because that ring was small.
It's different. It's different, and you gotta appreciate the production value of what they do. And
Absolutely.
they're gonna do some fly shit. I really believe they're gonna do some fly shit.
I'm excited.
I think they have that. They might even just to put us on like a jab at the NFL. I think their helmets will be on some next revolutionary, just to like protect concussions.
They will,
For some reason,
but the
why
thing
they
about the
didn't buy the
concussions,
helmet.
regardless if you have a
It's
helmet on,
definitely the player.
it's regardless
It's
if you
that
have.
contact that you have. It's that.
Yeah, it's not even about that. Like
But
you
they
can
have
have.
something to revolutionize the game.
Yeah, but the thing about it doesn't matter though. Your helmet can have the most cushion on it. It could it could lessen the impact. But the thing about concussions and your brain is sitting in water.
Oh yeah.
There's nothing connected to it. It's only like the spinal cord, whatever, and that's it. So you can get a concussion by me pushing you really hard, and you've fallen, and it's not even a heavy fall,
Yeah.
because it shakes in your head. But
I think it's good. I think the 8 cities that they chose
Are the best cities.
are football heavy.
and I think they should leave those 8 cities.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like they definitely should have had another Midwest city, so like a Chicago or like a Minnesota or something. I think another.
I wouldn't take them. I would just yet.
No, I'm saying like I would say like give it like 2-3 years after it starts to add maybe 2 more cities because I feel like you
I'm
should
going to
have.
the game,
I'm definitely going to take a game. Fuck that.
I couldn't afford it when I was a kid. Now I can't.
No, right. That's how I feel about WrestleMania. And speaking about WrestleMania, it goes into our next topic. So is WWE scared?
You mad pussy.
Did Vince pull out his big dick and could we be in for the okie doke of a weekend? So you have not heard. There have been some flips of days in WWE WrestleMania weekend. So originally it was Hall of Fame on Friday, NXT TakeOver Saturday, Mania Sunday. So now they're going back to the drawing board where they used to. They're going back to Plan A and having NXT TakeOver now on Friday, which the last time they did that was Mania Dallas, which was 3 years ago. So NXT TakeOver now will be Friday, and then now the Hall of Fame will be Saturday, which now allows us as wrestling fans, so I'm actually kind of excited about it. I'm not even mad. It allows us wrestling fans to not even have to choose anymore. Like, we can go to TakeOver, and if you want to do New Japan, if you want to do Supercard, you can do both.
My nigga, I don't think people understand. I am taking Thursday, Friday, and then I'm taking Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday off.
So with this,
I am not going to work.
with this switch up, I mean, I actually.
What date is it?
April 6th is to the Saturday. So Friday is the 5th.
I wish it was spring break.
Thursday
It's
the
not spring
4th.
break.
I think it's right in the beginning. Like that Monday, I think is your beginning.
If it is,
But this switch up, I think it. You know, as much as people want to say is the E scared, the E I think is helping all of us as wrestling fans. It's not making us It's not making us have to be forced to choose.
it is helping us wrestling fans, but it's also a smart move.
Absolutely.
Because it's like, okay, cool. We can go up against them and be like, yo, we got this. And don't get me wrong, will NXT pack out?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Will it sell out? I don't think so.
I think it will.
No, I don't think it'll sell out.
I think
because the reason why I don't think it'll sell out because as much as we claim that WWE fans aren't the same as New Japan fans, a lot of NXT people fuck with New Japan wrestling. And the thing about it, when's the last time they've been in Madison Square Garden and been in America? Or ROH and New Japan.
Or Supercard. But once again, they're on 2 separate days, so it doesn't even matter.
No, I'm talking about in the beginning, before.
Oh, in the beginning when
Yeah,
it had.
Yeah,
When it wasn't sold out.
It wasn't. The thing was not going to sell out.
Not gonna sell out.
Now this thing, boy, like that week
It's
in
gonna
New
be
York.
insane.
Let me crazy.
Like if you're coming to New York, make sure you stop by the Jobber Slam Mania party. The Friday before we're gonna kick off WrestleMania week. Just had to do a cheap plug there.
We're doing a happy hour though.
We're gonna do a lot of stuff. We're gonna, be working with Battle Club Pro when they do their 3rd all-female pro wrestling show the Wednesday before WrestleMania. There are a whole bunch of other independent shows happening. Like that week in New York.
Thursday night, we're doing a happy hour somewhere.
All right.
We're doing we're doing something.
I mean, we invite all those that are coming from.
Get your
all
camera
over.
ready, my nigga.
I know, like I think Julia, did you get your ticket? Are you coming to New York? Like
I need all the
anyone coming to New York?
every
let us
chick
know.
that's fucking with wrestling to come through. Every dude that fucking wrestles to come through. So this is about to be the flyest week in fucking sports entertainment history.
It is.
Alright.
But I think
the
it's
plan, though.
now when I first heard it, I said the only way I wouldn't go to Supercard, and people will probably be like, well, that's silly, is if they induct Taker. If Taker goes in and headlines this year,
Nigga, I'm coming with you.
I'm gonna have to respectfully decline Supercard. Like I just got to watch that shit on TV because
And let's say
it's
that's about-
fucking Taker.
Okay. Alright. I talk a lot of shit about Taker.
And I feel like that's the only way they would honestly, in a sense, compete is if it was Taker.
And the thing about it, low key, I want to go to Hall of Fame.
Oh, I think it's awesome.
No, it's one of my dream things to do. Really?
To dress up. It's like Hall of Fame people shit on because it is long, but it kind of prepares you for WrestleMania. So if you're not used to being in a stadium for 6, 7, 8 hours, going to the Hall of Fame kind of prepares you for that shit.
It's the whole concept of like, yo, it's like the Oscars for us.
Oh yeah.
It's like the Oscars, the Emmys, like a heavy award for us. It's like, yo, you know what? I know people don't like it, but think about it though. Like, let's say you get quality fucking seats. I'm talking about not bleacher seats and y'all up in nosebleed. I'm talking about
You behind
AJ Styles' family.
Wow.
You sitting behind there, like that experience alone.
Yeah,
Sometimes
is
some
something
former
different.
wrestlers that be sitting over there too.
Exactly. You know how many people you can meet? Like real talk. If Undertaker gets put in, I'm not going to Supercard.
I gotta get Floyd.
Because
I gotta do it.
people don't understand. Like he never broke kayfabe up until like last in that interview he did.
Yeah.
He's another level of like character development, and seeing him get inducted.
That shit would bring.
Even though I still believe Shawn Michaels is the king of WrestleManias, I said it. Shawn Michaels is the king of WrestleManias.
You could have
Undertaker's
fought
number
some
2.
matches.
I rewatched that Ric Flair versus Shawn Michaels match 3 times.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God, what? The feeling and the emotion in that match.
A lot of emotions.
I saw it one time when it came on, but I watched that match 3 times.
You did this weekend?
That's why I did this weekend.
Alright.
I ain't gonna front, like you felt every time that Shawn pinned him and Ric Flair kicked that, he's like, oh, like a sigh of relief in the stadium.
But nobody understands that last moment in the match. And the thing is, you talk to wrestlers, it's about the feeling, the reactions. Like Isaiah came up there, like it's about the reaction that he did. And that moment when Rick got up and he put his fist up like this, and he's like, because he's still trying to fight of not being told that he needs to leave the game. He's fighting that. That moment you watch him doing that, I mean, he's fighting the fact that he has to leave the game.
Okay.
I mean, he left the game to go to Impact too.
Nigga! It's not WWE. Stop ruining that shit.
I just don't want you spreading proper.
No, that's not proper because
to me,
has he wrestled in
that's
WWE?
fun to me.
Has he wrestled in
No, but
WWE?
that shit
Has he
fun
wrestled in
to me.
WWE?
That
It's two
shit
different
fun
universes.
to me.
It's like going from DC to Marvel.
That shit-
Marvel to DC.
No,
No, two different universes.
no,
Don't count.
But
It
that
don't
shit-
count. It
That
don't
shit
count.
fucked with me because
don't count.
as a wrestling fan, I was like, yo, Rick is done. Like Rick is like this is
But that
it.
don't count though.
But my nigga don't
And
count.
then 2 weeks later, that was just almost as bad as fucking Rick Rude on fucking Nitro and on Raw on the same night. Like I was just like, what? I thought you were done.
Listen, it was two different universes.
Nah.
That moment he's like this, he's fighting the fact that he has to leave the game because he knows he's done. And then Shawn Michaels says, I'm sorry. I love you. And then he super kicks him.
Yo.
Just make sure.
It echoed too.
And then he falls on the floor and pins him.
Yeah.
He pins him. That 1, 2, 3. And he tells him he loves him again.
Yeah.
The pure emotion in that match.
Yeah, that was a good emotions.
Why did you end it like that?
Even the flip onto the table.
And the thing about Shawn made Rick look so good in that match.
Made him look amazing.
Oh my God, he sold everything. There were times when Rick was tired, and you saw, but then Shawn made it look so good. The pure emotion in that match, one of the greatest wrestling matches ever. The next time I do a wrestling and chill with somebody, I'm watching that match.
Ooh, girls, write it down.
It's one of the greatest matches ever.
You haven't wrestled and chilled?
Yeah, WWE Network and chill.
Why
You
you
never
hating
did
for
it?
me?
You do that with girls?
Yeah.
You never did
You
it?
never done that before? You don't like wrestling.
They never want to watch. They're like, what do you?
Oh, so they not about that life.
You gotta find a wrestling girl.
Yeah, you gotta find out like.
Or girls open-minded. In exchange, I'll watch, Grey's Anatomy.
Grey's is awesome.
Yeah.
Nigga, who watches that shit?
I watch
I heard
Grey's.
mad niggas that watch that shit.
Yeah, nah, Grey's is popping.
Yo, you know what I've been watching the other day? This Is Us. I finally caught up.
No, okay,
Ooh.
let me catch up.
Ooh, shit.
No, okay, wait, no, and no.
Yo,
And
the
no.
season went from,
No and no.
oh, this is mad boring, to like way left.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, because that's why I kind of paused, because I was just like, alright, like.
No, it went way left the last 2 episodes.
Alright,
I was like,
so
yo,
Sunday I'm gonna
what
catch
the
up.
fuck?
No, actually, you know what? I'm glad we talk like sidebarring about things we're watching. Have you ever watched that Red Table Talk with Jada Pinkett
No.
on Facebook?
No.
I heard it's really good.
No. Like, it is
I'm
by
not
far the most phenomenal piece on Facebook Live that I've ever watched.
Can you say it for offline?
No, I mean, I don't know if you can say it offline, but you can always go, like, just watch it, because it literally is like maybe like 15, 20 minutes. It's not even
Really?
long. Yeah, it's super short. Like, the episode I watched today was basically Jada, her mom, her daughter, and her brother. And I didn't even know she had a half brother. She has a brother from her dad, and the dad died of overdose.
Wow.
So they were talking about growing up with a father who was a drug addict, and the relationship and the last conversations they had before he died.
Why are we going to the dark shit, son?
You said This Is Us, and we were talking about shows, but no, so she had that
I watch
episode.
it.
She had the one before that was with Toni Braxton, and they were talking about divorce and like how that affects us. Her mom's been married 4 times.
Wow, what the hell?
I was like, wait, what?
I don't believe in divorce.
Me either.
I mean,
You sing together forever. The better or worse. Like Winnie and Bobby.
but sometimes if things are toxic, you gotta kind of
It would be toxic before it.
But when
Could
he
be.
died,
thanks for the heads up.
I mean, he said like Whitney and Bobby.
But they
But
divorced.
they divorced.
But you know that's with his boo though. Forever. Like, I bet you
No, like it is.
Like Ike and Tina.
But no,
No.
not Argentina. On some real serious shit, I am so, like, I'll keep it a buck with you. When it comes to marriage for me, that is, I have to be 1,000% sure about it. Like, I don't
But
think
how can you be 1,000% sure?
No,
no. I mean, I feel like it's one of those things like when you know, and that's fine.
honestly speaking,
But-
I'll keep it a buck with you. And every girl I ever dated messed with, only 1, maybe 2 I would have married.
Correct. Like I feel like everyone has that one that you've been with that could have been it.
That could have been it.
I have one.
That's only
So-
one. But besides that, like maybe the way I was raised and shit, or like where we were raised, but that love shit, I know if I don't.
Yeah.
Right. I mean,
I know
I just feel like across the board, everyone knows like it's in your gut. Like you don't want to either be in a situation where you're settling, and you don't want to be in a situation where you're faking the funk either.
Most women settle though.
Yeah.
Actually.
I didn't tell you, but most women do.
I mean, no, but I'm just saying, I think it's a split, because I know men that have settled.
Yeah, but I think it's mostly women who settle.
No, I wouldn't say that.
Because women is like, okay, I don't really like him, but it's a good situation.
Let me ask you a question. Would you be comfortable with a girl settle for you?
No, nigga.
But how would you know?
You know.
You know.
You know.
But think about it, if I truly love
No well.
her, oh well. Cause if a girl's out of your league,
She's
a girl's out of your league.
But here's the thing.
But think about it, she could be settling, like settling in a way like he's not what I would usually date, but I really love him. That's a different type of settling.
That's a different type of settling.
Well, that's different.
But
That's
I don't
not
wanna
really
be-
settling.
I don't
That's
wanna
just
settle-
you kind of being outside of your comfort zone.
Well, that's
and
different, but I don't
being
want to
somebody.
like. I don't want a girl settle for me. Hey,
Live.
Like I don't want a girl settling for me because I'm the best option at the moment.
No, that's different.
No,
But I'm talking about for girls like, he's everything I like. He may not be what I want physically, or he may not be what I want financially, but he does everything well, and I truly like him. That's a whole different conversation.
Yes.
So,
All right, so we're gonna go into
Weird
our
conversation.
last topic. Our last topic, behind Gorilla's position, and we're gonna talk about, my guy, Kenny Omega. So, New Japan Pro Wrestling star Kenny Omega, who is currently the IW, is reportedly the subject of an up-and-coming HBO documentary set to be released in 2019. So, if those that do not know, HBO has been doing documentaries, on different sports, on different, football, basketball, but they actually did the one for Andre the Giant was phenomenally done. Like, if you have not seen the HBO documentary on Andre the Giant, please go on demand on HBO and do watch that. Like, that is highly recommended. It is by far one of the best documentaries wrestling wise that I've seen, because it was a lot of things about Andre that I had no idea about. And so I'm super excited to hear that we may be getting something about Kenny, because I feel like everyone knows like the superstar Kenny Omega now, like today, like between New Japan, between Ring of Honor, but no one I feel like has that true story of him in Canada, in Winnipeg, wrestling school, trying out, like all the other things before he became the superstar that he is today. So I think documentaries like that helps out. What are you guys' thoughts on the documentary? And who would you want to see in a documentary next?
Alright, what I think about this documentary, I think it's great for the business, because it allow maybe a kid who's seeing this, man, I know who Kenny Omega is, will be like, what's out there other than WWE? And now he's able to expand his mind beyond the WWE universe. So maybe a kid think that, oh my gosh, I look just like him, maybe I could be better than him. So it's great exposure. It allows people to see the different side of the business as far as the eyes from an independent wrestler and a Canadian born being in a foreign land and being one of the top stars in Japan. This is a great story. It's gonna be a great documentary, and again, great exposure.
Okay.
The one person, dang, I have to say, I don't know. Like, there's so much people I want to see documentary on. Like, so much people. Really, is a lot. Like,
just name one or two.
Man, gotta say Deepa Brown, man.
God.
I want to see how he got his music, how he felt to be the Intercontinental Champion, how I felt during the time when he was a part of the
You know him and Jake got a school in Vegas?
Yeah.
I just read about that today. I was like, oh shit.
I like this documentary shit though. I really think it's gonna it's one of those things where it's like you said, it opens up. Switch your gun. Sorry.
Or just on Smack.
So so one of the biggest things is, like you said, you're showing people something outside of WWE. And you're exposing, like, this guy's a superstar in the wrestling business. And it's one of those, all right, I failed here, but I prospered here. Mm-hmm. I didn't let it knock me down, because he didn't make it to WWE. He wasn't OVW, and whatever happened, they didn't like him, so he goes over to New Japan, Ring of Honor, and he
even before he was in Noah.
But think about it, it's like he became a superstar, and he did it on his own way. You know what I mean? And who I want to see?
Yeah.
Dusty Rhodes.
Good
and the Rhodes family.
Oh yeah, the entirety, yeah.
Yeah, because the way you look at it is that they got beautiful minds when it comes to wrestling. For instance, Dusty basically made NWA, made that whole thing. Like, they came up with the War Games himself.
Yeah.
He goes on to like become such a star. Did he use pieces from other people? Yes, he did. But Dusty had an eye for talent. And I would love to know we're not getting the exact thing because he passed away, but it's also understanding what is talent.
Oh.
Like, when you look at somebody, how do you know that person is going to be a talented person? How do you know that person is going to be the next up?
This is a weird ass Instagram name, but Doogie Eye Franchise?
Dougie.
First of all, that's missing an eye.
You know, he did the videos for us.
Oh, that's him? Hey! Like, your Instagram name is very complicated, sir. Thank you for the video. But he said, Kenny and Cody are the Rick and Dusty of this era.
Yeah.
Wow.
That is hard.
And because it's the truth. And what they have done, for instance, Dusty was a fat, out of shape looking person.
Mm-hmm.
And he knew it. And during that time, you had to be in shape to be a star. But yeah, he was a star because his mind was so amazing and his work ethic was beyond something. Now, I want to see Goldust part of this because that Goldust gimmick
and even Stardust
has
it all
lasted way too long.
But it all goes. The origin is Dusty.
Yeah, and when Vince, because the story goes, when Vince called up Goldust and gave him the concept, he ran with it. This is why I get on Dean. Some people was like, well, they're booking him wrong. At the time, Goldust was like this weird ass shit, like, what the fuck is it? And he did his thing with it. And also him dealing with his addiction to alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
And being sober for so long.
Yeah,
within a business, that addiction is common. That's hard.
You wait for his family for so long.
Yeah, and then you look at Cody, who left the E, networked, and now is on the verge of like maybe having his own promotional company.
We shall see. I think the one person that you guys will probably be like, what the fuck? That I think I would want to see is Mr. Perfect. And I say it's I know it's random, but I say that because he just had different talents in so many different areas. So like basketball, baseball, football, like the way he grew up, growing up in Minnesota kind of low-key being a wrestling like base for a lot of wrestlers too. Mm-hmm. Wrestling school, going through the training, going through WWE, going through WCW, fighting demons, all that stuff.
You saw that video of him throwing the towel and it landed on the guy's shoulder?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
wait. That wasn't like.
That's not. No. Like everything. So if you look back in YouTube, all the little promos Kurt Hennig did, Mr. Perfect did back in the 90s.
I knew that. I knew that man caught that.
All of that shit was real. Like
I knew that man threw and caught the pass.
It was real shit.
I knew he was.
And
perfect.
if you go back to what?
So you knew he was perfect?
And if you go back
That's
to
the only white man I call perfect.
If you go back to his induction package.
Yeah.
When what's his face? The baseball player inducted him. And he talked about him.
Pete
like,
Rose.
Definitely not Pete Rose. Pete Rose is actually
Look that
black
up.
hole.
What?
It's
Look
Wade.
that up.
I think it's Wade something.
Find out who inducted
It's
Mr.
Wade
Perfect.
something. He's the baseball
My
player.
son is in here. Do your job.
But Kurt Hennig would be my choice, and it's just to see.
That's a dope story.
Just this story, I think, and once again, his father, him being a second generation, and then his son being a third generation superstar, like just that concept. Like we don't realize like how many there are a lot of wrestling families besides the whole, like The Rock and the Samoan Clan. And you got
Samoan Clan, that's a gang.
Then you got the Von Erichs, and but there are so many little ones, like even Randy and his father and the grandfather,
and Bray.
like Bray, his dad, his uncle, all of them, the grandfather, like everybody, the brother, everybody. So like, I think doing like shining spotlights on wrestling families that are not like that, well, like big in spotlight.
Curtis Axel.
That's his son.
That's who inducted him.
But there was a baseball player who was like his best friend. It's Wade something.
Oh, it doesn't say that.
And I can't remember.
So find out who is Kurt.
Mr. Perfect's
Perfect's
best friend. Baseball player Wade, and then the last name I just cannot. It's
Why you wearing a
honestly
Becky
my
Lynch
time.
shirt?
Why am I wearing what?
Becky Lynch shirt. Everybody wants to know.
Wait, who said that?
He pointed out.
Is he said it?
Yeah, everyone's clowning you.
How could they tell?
Oh, Nelly, how you wear? Oh, because it's a Becky Lynch shirt. Because it says the man. How are you wearing?
She's a man.
Oh, I'm wearing. Okay, so there's a story to why I'm wearing a Becky Lynch shirt. So, I went to Chicago, as everyone knows, this past weekend, and someone got me the shirt because of the meaning of the shirt. Now, just so happens to be a Becky Lynch shirt, so whoop to do. But the shirt is hard. Like, I can't deny that shit. But I didn't technically support it because I didn't buy it. It was a gift, so.
I should buy the shirt this weekend.
But it is
The shirt is fire.
This shit is hard. Like,
This is one of the best shirts that they've
that's
ever
what I'm
made.
saying. And really, you don't even know it really is Becky until you see the logo on the bottom.
And also,
The period.
they definitely ripped it off from Stone Cold.
Yeah,
Definitely ripped it off from Stone Cold.
That is.
That's the same font.
Yeah,
The same
Austin
colorway.
316, yeah.
Yeah, I ain't mad at it, but like,
Wade Boggs, thank you, Jerry, because I was like, it's Wade something, and I couldn't remember the
Oh,
last
Wade
name.
Boggs is a legend.
Yet you didn't know what the fuck I was talking about.
I didn't know.
Thanks,
No,
Jerry.
because he
Thanks, Jerry.
shut up.
You don't know about Wade Boggs?
We do know.
He's a baseball player, but he
My
was
favorite white guy, Jerry.
he was
He
Mr.
made the
Perfect.
most home runs. He was drunk while playing. While playing.
So he's a legend.
Are you sure it's not Mark McGuire?
No, Mark was never drunk. Mark
It's
was
Wade Boggs.
Oh.
Because he was on an episode of Sunny in Philadelphia, and they made an episode about it.
Oh, that's funny.
Legend.
I do like that show.
Yeah.
Show's obnoxious. But yeah, that's the reason why I'm wearing a shirt. It was a gift, so I'm wearing a gift in honor of the person who got me the gift. So, moving on to our WWE recap. So it has been, thank God we didn't record last week because this was going to be terrible. This week it seems like it was worse on Raw. Like I don't know where we're going. So gentlemen, 2 ups, 2 downs.
It was all down, my nigga. It was all downs, my nigga.
Nah, no bullshit. The Ziggler McIntyre match was good.
Of course, it was the Ziggler and McIntyre.
Yeah.
We
And
expect
the
that.
face turn for Ziggler, I can understand it. Finally.
No, but okay. Let's really break down Raw.
No, we don't have to.
No. Because this is disgusting, and let's really look at it from a fan point of view and an honest fan point of view. They got nothing going.
Yeah, they don't.
And a part of me is thinking that they're waiting till when it's officially WrestleMania season to start kicking off shit. I'll go through a quick recap, but this is fucking bullshit. Riot Squad's putting the title to the table. What are they doing for this?
Well, that's just set up the match for TLC.
Yeah. Okay. Done. Right? The glasses, we understand. Like, you know what I mean? There's something here. I get it.
Mm.
It's a little corny, but I get it.
Mm.
Sasha Banks and Bayley with Mickie James and Alicia Fox. They're trying to set up the tag team division.
Mm.
Correct?
Yeah.
Because they had people in the audience who are fucking wrestlers. Like, you are fucking stupid.
You know what? I have not liked that segment the last 2 weeks they've done. They've done that whole Q&A shit.
It's wrestlers.
Oh no, it's jobbers.
No, but one of the girls is one of the black girl. You know, Black Wrestling Alliance pointed her out. I was like, my nigga,
Shout to
you good, you good. But it's like,
on it.
but it's not capturing me.
Yeah.
It's not capturing anybody. That's what the problem is. The thing is, they're pushing the stories forward.
But it's not making us feel good about
Exactly.
it.
What are we feeling? What are we feeling? And I said this in the group chat, but nobody pays attention to shit that's in the group chat.
Because sometimes you don't really talk, so when you do talk, you be like, what the fuck?
I put an Eric Bischoff TED talk in the group
Yeah,
chat.
I watched that. That was good.
Oh, I love Eric.
So he did it's 15 minutes. When you get a chance, watch it. It's about how wrestling is like the media, like regular media. And the reason why he said it because the media makes you feel something.
Yep.
He said working for Ted Turner came from CNN.
Well, yeah, it was a different type
Yeah,
of animal.
and the reason why it was different was because you didn't just report the news and say, oh, this is what happened today.
He gave you an opinion.
You had 3 people giving their opinions.
Yeah.
That's
what they did there.
Got it.
So, but you have people giving their opinions, and you have people feel something.
Mm-hmm.
When you feel something, your brain shuts off.
Yeah.
Because think about it, when you're mad, you're not really thinking straight.
That's why I don't like feeling.
Yeah, and when, like, even happy when you're in love, logically, one side of the brain shuts off. So, the problem with Raw, my brain's not shutting the fuck off.
My brain is completely off.
And my brain is thinking, like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Let's think about a moment that we felt. Dean turns on Seth Rollins right after the Roman Reigns situation.
Yeah.
Everybody felt that moment.
Yeah.
Because you know why? We didn't expect it, and we were still in our feelings about Roman. And we didn't think this was gonna happen, and how this shit went down. There's no feeling in Raw. That's the problem. They're not doing anything wrong, technically speaking.
No, they're giving matches.
They're giving matches. They're pushing through the storyline, but we're not feeling anything.
There's a disconnect, and the fact that once again we're in that kind of weird gray area where you don't want to really give everybody like you don't want to give 100% because A, it's the end of the year. B, you got one more pay-per-view before the Royal Rumble. And then, really, once Rumble happens, then you're fast-forwarding to WrestleMania. So then it really, like, this is like, you know when you have, like, leftovers?
Yeah.
This is leftovers.
And this is what it is. Like, one of my biggest things, what the fuck is Lucha House Party doing?
Yo, I fucking hate them.
Why are they there?
I hate them. I don't like them on 205 Live. I don't care. Like, I don't like it.
Like, why did the only thing was like a little bit of feeling was when Rhino lost.
Yeah.
And then we all started Twitter thing about him like fucking retiring and stuff like that.
That's what that made me feel, but like you said, Raw is missable. I felt like they just going through emotions, man, and I feel like there's no clear direction.
This is the leftover, so it's gonna be cringe, I think, for the next few weeks.
But the thing about it, the ratings are going down like crazy.
And Monday Night Football probably doesn't help that either. Because we at this point, everybody, even in chat, you see, we all rather watch football than watch this shit.
And that's a problem. Yeah. And we go back to the ruthless aggression era and the attitude era.
Ass girls!
Where you go, and people are like, yo, we need to go back to that era. That era is so important because everyone should talked about it. They were beating out Monday Night Football.
Absolutely.
During that time. Like, they were talking about, they went to cities where like big football teams, for instance, Pittsburgh.
Fuck Pittsburgh.
Where they were selling out while there was a Monday Night Football game going on in the same, they were in the fucking same city.
Fuck that quarterback.
Wow.
So that's just what Raw wrestling can do.
I agree.
And Raw, we have no feeling for what's going on.
There's a disconnect.
And I know what you're saying. And what you said is exactly, it's the leftovers. It's the end of the year. But give me something. Let me feel something. Give me a feud that lets me make me feel something. And the
see, the thing is, they can't really give you a feud because you have to. And
I get that, but that's why I don't fuck with Dean and Rollins.
Because it's like if I give you a feud, that guess what? It's gonna be. If I give you guys a long-term feud that maybe even take you guys to fucking April or Mania.
Yeah.
Then by January, everybody's gonna complain about it, or everybody's gonna be like, I'm ready for this to be over.
But let's think about a long feud though. One of the longest feuds that we had in the modern era, Daniel versus The Miz.
Yeah.
It worked.
Yeah.
If you really want to make
how they did it, but to be fair, half of their feud, Daniel Bryan wasn't even on TV or wrestling.
Oh, I understand that. So how can you maneuver that? You gotta be. What is your job? Creative. Be creative with it. There's ways around this. I want to shut my brain off and feel. I mean, I want to go, holy shit. I don't need a holy shit every time. I need like, oh, fuck, what the fuck is going on here?
I mean, but we got a holy shit about 2 weeks ago, so I mean.
Yeah, and we got a better show that came on the next day.
All right, so let's talk about little Smackdown Live.
Listen, the one thing that I appreciate what they're doing on Smackdown, they let the veterans go at it. Because whoever loses or wins, nobody will care because it's just great seeing Jeff Hardy and Randy Orton again.
No. But I get what you're saying.
I get what you're saying. Like,
yeah, because like, you rather see Randy Orton go over a young guy?
That makes sense. Okay.
I would rather Randy put over a young guy.
Yeah,
but most of the time he goes over a young guy.
Yeah, he does.
So why are we doing this?
But two veterans going at it,
I'd rather see that because either way, all right, he'll get next time.
It's a catch-22 because then it's like, am I watching SmackDown from 2018 or am I watching?
But
SmackDown
they're not taking up the main event spots.
But it's not about
they're taking up like the mid-card spot. They're not taking up no titles.
To be honest, SmackDown doesn't have SmackDown has that magical world where you don't really have that level of mid-card championship. Like you do have your champion, but he don't wrestle every time. He don't wrestle every week. He may not even be on the fucking show every week. So you don't have those slots where you gotta fill. You're just producing a show.
Yeah.
And that's something SmackDown does very well, is that they produce a show versus it being like, let me put a title on here, let me put a match on here, let me do this, let me do that. Like they they do. It's more well rounded where it's like
It's more cohesive.
I'm gonna do a promo here. Like even the Rusev promo against Nakamura, that made sense. Or even Joe being Joe makes sense.
So let's talk about that. Let's talk about that Joe situation. And the reason. Go ahead.
Sorry.
It was just like, that's great. Because it's 3 different veterans that could risk losing and they still have that stock that won't go down so much. Rey Mysterio being out with the mask, it don't hurt stock at all because when he comes back, you're gonna cheer for him regardless. And another thing that I actually like about SmackDown that is something different is like that triple threat match was beautiful. I like what they're doing with Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan's changing his whole persona, like I ain't doing this for the fans.
Yo,
if you notice, the detail on his belt, there was no decal. It was empty. That was a nice little twist that he has. And I feel like the difference between him and Dean is talking from like a sense of like, you like white boy fun, little underage juvenile. But when you hear Daniel Bryan, he's talking in a sense of like, yo, I'm going left with this. I'm better than you because I'm a vegetarian, X, Y, Z. And he continued that swag when he was on commentary for the last match. Every little detail he's doing is what America hates right now. So he's only just mimicking it and amplified 10 times. I mean 100 times. So, like you said, SmackDown is very well produced, the pacing, because it has a direction. Even on the bad episodes, you feel like there's still a direction. So for me, I have no downs. Everything is up and up.
I fucking hate contract signing, so that's always gonna be a down for me. Always.
Well,
always gonna be a down.
to talk about what you said, okay. You know what's funny?
What?
Remember when Road Dogg first took over SmackDown?
And everybody bitched
Everybody
on.
shitted on him.
Oh boy, do I.
Everybody shitted on him about it. And I forgot what happened where people was like, what the fuck happened? I forget what it was. But SmackDown is good. It's well produced. It's smaller show. It's easier to digest.
Yeah.
You get to the point of it.
Yeah.
And they do have a direction. You can see what's going on. Now, I talked about this on the True Hill podcast where it's like, it's not that much better than Raw, but the reason why it's so much better than Raw because it's easy to digest.
Well, that, and we're not stuck around a whole extra 60 minutes wondering what the fuck is happening.
Now, to talk about what you said about Dean and Daniel,
They're very two different animals, though.
very two different animals. But the thing about it, though, we know who Daniel is. So when he so when he goes to this heel turn, it feels more legit and it feels more authentic. It's like, yo, we know he's a vegan.
Yeah, that's what I said.
No, and I'm helping you out with that because we know he's a vegan. We know he's like this super
Captain
earthy
Planet.
motherfucker.
Basically, Captain
You know, earth, fire, wind, water. You know, Captain Planet motherfucker.
Basically.
But it works. So I was listening to Oprah's
Super Soul podcast.
Super Soul podcast.
Fire.
They had The Rock on there. And
No wonder why you were watching. I was like, why are you watching Oprah?
it's listen to podcast. So you listen.
No, I know, but I'm just saying. I just was like, why are you watching?
So The Rock was on there. Now you know how to listen because that's Big Uncle right there, Uncle Rock. You know, Uncle Oos. He's like my brother, but he's really my uncle. So you know what I mean, right? Yeah, but anyway, so he was on there, and he was talking about how his heel turn.
Mm-hmm.
And the fans weren't fucking with him because they weren't feeling him. Because it wasn't him. That character he was playing wasn't him. And the reason why I don't like Dean's heel turn to 100%, and I don't think he's ever been hit 100% himself.
Yeah.
Because the Dean that we know was not really the Dean, but when he was in ROH, he was much more brash. So I don't feel that Dean's being 100% stuff. When Daniel, we got into working, God, it seems like some motherfucker that's frustrated with niggas.
I mean, he has every right to be. Though.
He's like, yo, fuck y'all. Y'all think y'all motherfucker. Hold on. It's that motherfucker that does everything right.
It's the nerd that.
Oh, that's that dude from Mr. Powers.
No, it's
from The
Simpsons.
Simpsons.
Yeah. It's the nerd that finally got some pussy and was like, I'm the shit now.
No, yeah, I was fucking shitting on my whole career.
No, my whole 3 years, it's like Stefan or Steve Urkel type syndrome.
Yeah.
Like the 3, no, it's not, it's the same thing. So it's like the 3, like you in high school, your first 3 years, niggas ain't looking at you, you trash, you a nerd, nobody gives a fuck. But your senior year, You got a new car. You got a title now. Bitches is fucking you.
No.
Now you the shit.
Well,
That's
it's
the
not
fucking
true.
shit.
Nigga, you sad. He's happy. Why are you comparing? Listen, it's the same thing. He got a bad bitch. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. She's bad.
With the cakes.
Bree is delicious.
She got no thickness on her though.
Huh?
She got
What?
no thickness on her though.
Listen, you like big girls. He doesn't. Get over it. Don't. Why do y'all niggas compare y'all niggas? Like, it's a different conversation.
Different conversations.
Like, Daniel got the bad bitch. He got the title. And he's like, yo, I'm in shape. I'm in shape.
My hand is good.
Yo, fuck y'all. Y'all don't appreciate it.
concussion
And I love
protocols.
it. And I love it. Because it's like,
Lack of direction. Okay.
there's a legit direction. Now, you look at Dean. He came out, the city stinks.
Yeah.
That's
Cute.
not funny though.
Cute.
Juvenile.
But think about it, it's, where you going with this?
Daniel Bryan talking about how he's a vegan, that's white boy funny.
No, nigga, black people are vegan too.
Yeah.
Vegans are the worst.
Yeah, they're angry. Vegans are angry people.
No, they're the fucking.
Well, because they think they're better than you. That's why it works.
No, because they don't eat shit.
Yeah, and they think
And
they're better
then
than
when
you.
it comes to a fucking okay, those that don't know, I work in a restaurant, so vegans are the fucking worst. They don't eat shit, but then expect a 5-star service. Bitch, you eat nothing but fucking grass. Like, are you kidding me? That shit bothers me every day at work. Sorry.
Listen, that's what I'm fucking with Daniel. And I love what you pointed that out when you said that he just sounds so angry and it sounds authentic.
But it's also body language. It's also how he communicates.
That's why Kenny Omega's God.
Because him sitting in what he did.
And that's why the match between Ric Flair and Shawn Michaels was amazing.
Lord, but him sitting in the chair, just him, Daniel Bryan alone sitting in the chair, how he was positioned in the chair, how he was leaned on the chair, like those little pieces, they add.
And you know what made it even better? It was interviewed by The Miz.
Yeah.
Right, so The Miz sitting there like, ha 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 ha, I knew all along this would happen.
Exactly.
So it makes sense.
The other thing I fucking loved about SmackDown, Samoa Joe's moment.
Yeah.
Because you know what? It's something I've been talking about on this podcast. Doing shit outside the bar. Because you see, the feud is still there. It's building up. And I don't mean outside the bar, I mean outside the ring. They didn't fight.
No.
But you're still building a feud. You cost him a win, I mean. And you're building the feud. You're in the bar right now talking shit about his addiction. His alcoholism.
Real
and the nigga said, drink responsible.
I just want to say, if Joe next week shows up with the footage of fucking Jeff Hardy and Sting's match on SmackDown Live, I'm gonna be too through.
Yo, because the thing about it, you're elevating.
I would love it, but
a feud. You're elevating a feud.
Yo,
and it wasn't some corny shit like they're doing some like, you know, when The Rock used to feud because he was like filming a movie and then they do like some VI satellite shit.
Oh, like how
he
they
just
did
talking.
Cena?
Yeah, he just talking. No, it was him in a segment, being charming, acting in a segment. That's what made it so good. I was like, this shit is fire.
Yeah.
And Joe as a heel,
it's perfect.
is on another level.
Joe's always been like that though. Like I always tell people, if you go back and watch your TNA days, Joey has always been
that dude,
top heel guy.
And the other thing that I like, and I know you don't like the signing.
No, I fucking hate that shit.
Oscar?
Yeah.
Said like 5 words.
Yeah.
But she killed it.
Mm-hmm.
But then that's not the first time she's killed it like on a contract side. Like when her and was it Nia? When her and NXT, when they did the contract signing, like William Regal in the middle of the ring, it's just
no, she knows how to, and this is what goes down to.
She's at 10 words or less kind of person.
Yeah, but the thing about it, it's the signs of the body language that you talked about before.
Oh, her body language is
fire. Her body language, because she understands that I can't speak English. So
she
then
talks English with her body.
So then you go back to like people talking about how that Vince is shitting on her because she can't speak English. My nigga, give her more of a chance, maneuver her the right way, put her in a position to win. And she'll run with it, because she ran with that ball within that moment.
But I will say though, like I just, my only wish, and we'll move on to the last almost end of the show. My only hope is that with the Royal Rumble kind of on the horizon, that this year's winners actually make an impact at WrestleMania. Like I feel like this year's Royal Rumble, as excited as I was for, of course, the first, female Royal Rumble and Asuka being the first winner. It just was like they completely dropped it when they had her lose to Charlotte and her streak, and then you had Nakamura lose to AJ, but then turn. So my wish is that I want the Royal Rumble winner to actually make an imprint.
Of course.
For our road to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Because if they don't,
You're right.
it will be a waste of a Rumble. Because as everyone knows, if you haven't watched the Mixed Match Challenge season 2, the winners of that gets the 30th place in the Royal Rumble. So right now I think it's like Carmella and R-Truth. And they still
Protect R-Truth at all costs.
No bullshit. I would be totally happy if R-Truth won that and was the number 30th entry. Like
I'd be fine with it.
Like I'd ride that to the way
What if
to
he
the
wins?
wheel. So if he won,
I think the pop in the arena.
he would have to win, and then somehow between then and like March lose his title shot. Like it would be.
I'll be fine with that.
No, I'll be okay with that. But I was just saying that would how that would play out. Like it would be like, oh shit, he won, but then somehow he put it on the line and loses it, and it'll be like, oh.
Before we move on to the next subject, I forgot to mention this with Raw. Okay, that Baron Corbin as GM-elect, that's just high-five.
Yeah, it grew on me.
That's high-five. Like they could do something with that shit. Like on some make like little pins, like buttons to give to the crowd that has like his face on it.
Yeah,
like make it seem like it's a real
election.
like election, yeah. I think that segment they did for it was actually kind of cool, like him shaking hands and like that was a kind of a cool segment. That's creative.
Corbin, the thing is, Corbin is not bad. Like I feel like majority of people kind of shit on Corbin, even from the beginning. Yeah, I just can't stand the vest shit. But because it just reminds me of Corporate Kane, and I can't.
But niggas like Corbin's like the Joe Buttons of like wrestling right now. When Joe Buttons was on Love and Hip Hop, always wearing vests.
Wow.
And that friend in a few seasons before.
Yeah.
But
No, Corbin is the Trump. Is Trump is like the Trump
no.
of Raw.
No.
That was bad.
That's terrible.
Why?
We'll stop.
Yeah, no, we're not gonna do that.
Alright.
That are in the UK that are gonna be blessed with the UK takeover, NXT takeover, UK. It's gonna be fucking dope. No, yeah, we can watch it.
Viewing party.
We can watch it.
Oh, you are?
Yes.
Oh, Alistair. Oh, there's gonna be a steel cage match.
I am the man.
What?
There's gonna be a steel cage match
For what?
Don't spoil that.
with Tomako Kancha. There's a rematch.
So Word Live asked a
It's a
question.
rematch.
Wait, but this thing.
What did he say?
Alistair Black was.
He basically said Tommaso Ketchup, basically. This nigga said Tommaso Ketchup, my nigga?
Yeah.
Tommaso Ciampa.
Tommaso Ciampa is gonna
Ciampa.
challenge Alistair Black.
Hey, he
in a
said
steel
Tommaso
cage.
Ketchup.
Yes, nigga, he said Tommaso Ketchup, nigga. But who has the question?
All right. So
Are you recording?
Yeah.
Word Live 25 said,
That shit is.
do y'all ever think who's the best jobber of all time?
Brooklyn Brawler.
Yeah, Brooklyn Brawler.
Ball, my nigga. That's
Like
it.
there's no
That's
no question about him and fucking Shockmaster.
Yeah.
Those are the two.
But Brooklyn Brawler is our
Brooklyn
hoe.
Brawler is our nigga for
He's our
life.
hoe.
Yeah.
Change the game, dude.
That shit was hilarious.
Shit,
This
you don't
nigga
want
said, "Hey Nate." This nigga said Tommaso.
Ketchup.
Bomba clocked mom.
Bomba Clock, man.
Bomba.
This nigga's Mamba Clock, man.
It's not as. What is your fucking name then?
You see? Bomba.
He did Shockmaster. He did nothing. Exactly.
Exactly.
That's what jobbers do. Duh.
Good job to go home, my nigga.
So he asked anyone who wants the mixed tag match prize.
The prize is that those that win, the male and the female, respectively, are the 30th
He
entry.
just said that.
I know he might have not been
Probably
listening.
just joined
Okay.
Oh.
They will be the 30th entry into the Royal Rumble this coming January.
But then after I said that, she's like a Jamaican Pokemon.
Sound like a Jamaican Pokemon? Nigga said Mamba Clock. Sound like a Jamaican Pokemon. And that was good, son.
That was fire.
And that was some fire bars.
That was
Mamba
fire.
Clock, man. Don't take it personal. It's all love, man.
Yo, it's by far. Shout out to you for watching though, because we
A
needed that to
Jamaican
laugh.
Pokemon. Yo,
Mamba
man.
Clock, man.
Yo, you really
You know
crap.
what I mean? More women who like anime.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of them like them now. A lot of
Yeah.
them.
Well,
Like,
pretty girls. Yeah. Yeah, like this one girl I met, like she's actually like a big Sailor Moon fan, a huge one, and she gave me like the story behind it, like such as
Did you tell your story after you dicked her down?
Did you smash?
Did you eat her pussy? You seem like a pussy eating nigga.
Whoa.
aren't you?
Whoa.
Not really.
Really?
Really?
I dick big. I'm good.
What? What does A have to do with B?
You see?
What type of shit is that?
You see?
No, what type of shit is that?
Like, you can't eat everybody's potato salad.
You can't.
Whoa.
You can't.
When you call, that's what you call it?
You can't.
Potato salad?
Yeah, you can't eat everybody potato salad.
That is true.
But it squishes in your mouth.
But nigga, you don't eat every chick. You don't eat every chick out. You eat every chick out. You smash.
I ate that girl out.
We didn't ask you that.
Wow,
Why every time that chick, you gotta sneak it in?
That was not the question that was asked.
So you eat every girl you smash out.
Yeah, like it depends. Like if I'm not Russian, then yeah.
Nigga said I'm not Russian.
Like,
You
that's-
nasty, B.
If I,
Eating coochie is not nasty.
You don't eat every girl out.
I would know, but
You don't suck every nigga's dick, do you?
absolutely not. The
Okay.
fuck? The fuck type of shit is that?
Yo, can we hit the show, son?
Let be very clear. No.
Alright, it's the same concept. Listen, like you said.
I respect that. That's fine.
Yeah, like if you think.
But he made it seem like he don't ever eat it.
Oh no! The thing is, I've been in relationships. but shit is like the LA Lakers championships be back to back.
With me, here's the backstory. I was celibate from the age of 19 to 26.
wait, so when you lose your virginity?
Wait, what?
Wow. This nigga thinks celibacy and virginity means the same thing.
I understand you were celibate,
So-
because you found God at that time.
Yes,
Dumbass.
So actually, and that's why I can last so long because I didn't waste those years of wasting on these hoes. That's why I have so much energy now. I have a lot of energy, man. And I
All
feel
right,
like-
Wait,
actually.
you
let's
think you
get-
last long because you didn't fuck for a few years?
Yeah. Because
No, that's
I
not
basically
how that works.
because I basically suppressed it for so long.
No.
But then you don't have the stamina.
How you know that?
Because
How you know?
So did you not jerk
How you know
off?
that?
Did you not jerk off?
Nigga, have you been celibate for more than 2 days, nigga?
No.
Alright,
Wait, when's the last time you had sex?
Not like it's been a week.
So he's been celibate for a week.
Yeah.
have you been celibate for more than a year?
Yo, do you have a question?
No.
Yeah, I do have a question. Shout outs to my boys from 20 by 20 podcast. Nate asks, do you see AJ getting the 30th entry and facing Brock at WrestleMania? No.
No.
Unfortunately. I don't
He
think
ain't done,
AJ's
but like,
done.
what's the payoff?
I don't think AJ's done. I just don't see
Hold on, are they still in the thing, right?
what? The mixed match challenge
Yeah.
thing? I think so. I don't watch it.
I saw.
Cause really this season went way longer than I thought it was gonna
It
go.
did.
Cause the first season it was just like once you lost, you was out.
Yeah.
But these niggas was like, it was some bracket shit. It was weird. It was just too long.
I'll check it out. But I think, to be honest, Nate, I can see him being a 30th entry as a way to like.
I could see AJ being 1 before I see him being 30.
But yeah, on some shit, I can see it, but I don't see it.
Yeah.
That makes sense?
I would see AJ being.
I don't
1
know.
before
AJ, like, he
being
look like a Royal Rumble winner type of dude, man. He looks like he don't win.
I would like to see AJ
Yeah,
win.
but
I mean,
AJ
the
to me-
idea of AJ winning is dope.
I think they
But-
want to keep him, they want to make him decorated,
Yeah.
so I can see him winning.
But again, AJ don't look like a Royal Rumble winner, B. He don't look like a dude that be winning spicy matches, B. I don't like. You feel me? Like when I think of Royal Rumble, I don't see AJ winning. I see him fighting to get into WrestleMania. He's like one of those hard hat type of worker dude. I don't see him getting
Like, I would see
I don't think he has a
AJ.
hard hat. See his hair is too nice.
I feel
Yeah.
like AJ. Yeah, I don't know what conditioner he uses, but I would see AJ winning Elimination Chamber before I see him winning the
I can see
30th
that.
Royal Rumble.
So how did they
Where
get
like
to the
said-
top?
We're like said that we think about Fox wanting Ronda on Smackdown.
They just want viewings and they just want
Money.
ratings and
That's
they
it.
want money.
Money.
And you know
yeah,
what?
Yeah.
I don't think it's a bad idea.
It's not.
You know.
It is what it is.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait. Hold on a second. Jerry did have a question once upon a time, and we passed by it, so I do want to acknowledge it. Do you see Cien Almas as a potential Money in the Bank winner?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
And make it a
Oh,
match.
I can see Selena walking with that
Yeah.
fucking briefcase for a solid year. I see that would be golden if they held that, if he won it and held that shit all the way until that Royal Rumble, or even if he held it to Mania. I would do it.
I
would do it.
I hope that they don't customize like that suitcase to look like a drug lord suitcase or something.
No, I don't think they would make it winning. Oh, he also asked thoughts on CN winning the Rumble. I would see him.
No.
Vince is super heavy on him, but I would see him winning Money in the Bank first before Royal
So he's
Rumble.
doing that because he's good at climbing ladders because he's Mexican?
No.
What?
There's a better storyline with him having a briefcase than him winning the Royal Rumble. And then who was he facing? Brock? That doesn't make sense. No.
Okay.
He's not headlining Mania here, so I don't. As much as I like him, he's that's not happening. Last question before we do sign off. Batman asks, do you see Almas being underused and wasted? No.
No.
I just think
They're saving him.
once again, it's a bullet that's in the chamber, and they're just waiting to
That's a good question though.
push it. Word Life 25. Who do y'all think would win a match between Nia Jax and Bianca Belair?
Yeah. Even though I love Nia.
That's a serious question on life.
She is.
He was joking. He said LOL after.
LOL. Well, that was her life for me.
Well,
Bianca.
time for us to get out of here.
All right. Before we do sign off, is there anyone that has made the list this week, guys? I mean, I had a pretty good week.
Who made the list for me?
Oh, so I'm on a train. Take the train to come over here, and then this girl. She had the ones on, the original ones. And was like, yo, hey, your singles are fire. And she goes, thank you.
Wow.
Mad.
But you know what happens? Karma's a bitch.
Did she trip?
Because as soon as she went through the turnstile, all her change fell out her pocket.
You took a quarter?
Yeah.
Wow. Before you.
Fuck you.
Oh shit. Before you go,
I'm big mad.
Bountiful Glory Media. Thanks for watching the act. Do we watch New Japan or Ring of Honor? I do catch Ring of Honor from time to time. Actually, there is a Ring of Honor pay-per-view coming up here in New York.
That we going to? Oh yeah!
Buy the ticket.
What is it?
We're gonna buy a ticket tomorrow.
What is it?
It's next Friday. So for those in the New York tri-state area, a lot of money. Cause it's a lot of money. It's probably like over $100 for a ticket. Cause it's resale right now. But
I'm assuming Sid got connected.
No, Sid don't have a connect. Cause I've tried that shit. I've tried through Sid. But once again, those that are in the New York tri-state area, next weekend is actually a really, really great weekend for wrestling. It's probably the last full indie wrestling weekend of 2018, and it's here in New York. So Ring of Honor will be here at the Hammerstein Ballroom, aka Manhattan Center, on Friday night. Also shout out to Rich and the boys at Wrestling Universe who's doing a meet and greet. If you want to meet Marty from
That's next week?
The Elite, yes.
And Kim, is Gail Kim in that one?
I think Gail Kim is the next day. I think she's Saturday.
Yeah,
So if you want to meet Marty, the Wrestling Universe in Queens is doing a meet and greet Friday night before the Ring of Honor show. So
House of
go
Glory?
there. House of Glory show will be the Saturday. Evolve Saturday here.
Y'all going?
Shine will be right before Evolve at Laboon. So there's just a lot of wrestling shows going on next weekend. So just make sure to go to one, go to two, go to all. And then we're gonna end off the weekend at Legends watching TLC. It is our viewing party and toy drive. And there will be for every toy donated, you will receive a raffle ticket. I didn't tell you guys, but what the prize is gonna be, it's gonna be a secret prize. So every toy you do bring to donate, you get a raffle ticket.
You tell us now?
I mean, it's pretty easy if you think about it.
Whatever.
Anyway, but once again, every toy you donate, you will get a raffle ticket and you will enter to win something free from us at the Job with Tears podcast. Do you have anyone on the list this week?
No, I never do. I'm on the
You
camera.
never do. Leo, you have anyone on the list this week?
No, my week was good.
Okay.
My week
That's
was
good.
good.
That's
My
solid.
week was good.
You sound like
Me,
you sound like Michael Jackson.
No.
Yo, you know what movie I saw?
What?
That was fire.
What?
Creed?
No, that was fire. Sorry to bother you. Yo,
You saw Shorty?
no, I saw that at home.
With Shorty?
No,
You have
actually
Shorty?
no.
And she had her hands on
Wait,
your
you have a
pants.
shorty?
Yo, we off this. Let's go.
You have a shorty?
No, bro.
I didn't ask about girl. I actually had a shorty.
I don't have a show yet, right?
I know you're not I know I'm not your man, but you know you my shorty.
I don't have a show yet, man. I talked to them like there is. Listen.
All right, you got one in a possible? Like you playing spades?
You got a potential Mrs. Black?
Yeah, potential. Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
Can we sign off?
All right. As I did mention before, we started talking about everybody's love life. Join us next weekend for our last viewing party of 2018. Tables, ladders, and chairs viewing party at Legends Bar. And we are doing a toy drop where, and once again, every donated toy you bring, you will get a raffle ticket and enter to win a free prize from the Jabba Tears podcast. So please make sure to tell a friend to tell a friend. If you have a podcast and you are interested in maybe co-hosting a viewing party with us, let us know. Slide in our DMs and let us know. We are always welcoming other podcasters to come and join, and we always want to support one another. So once again, 2019, we have a few things lined up. The month of January, we're going to be actually doing a few different viewing parties, such as we're going to do TNA, we're going to do Takeover, and once again, we're going to all roads lead up to the Royal Rumble. But other than that, if you have not already subscribed, once again, our goal is to 500. So help us. Tell a friend and tell a friend to subscribe on YouTube. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at the Jabba Tears Podcast, Twitter, Facebook. You can always follow us individually if you like. I think the boys are public and I'm not, so you're probably better off following the podcast on mine. But once again, we will see you guys. RSVP for the viewing party. Email the JabbaTearsPodcast@gmail.com. They have all left me by myself, so it's okay. I am Janelle from HR. #Black Excellence, #Proud.